Welcome back, everybody. Time for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Another custom mission coming from a user today. And this is from Musashi von Aerostar, who says, "You are the Japanese. The capital ships Yamato and Musashi have been sunk, but you have been secretly working on a battlecruiser that is just as capable as Yamato and Musashi. You must build a 1940 battlecruiser to go up against 6 1940 heavy cruisers from Great Britain. There are some restrictions. You can only use dual barrel main guns. The caliber has to be at least 16 inches, and you must have at least three main gun turrets. You must have a pair of quad 24-inch oxygen torpedo launchers. You must have a main belt of at least 16 inches, belt extended of at least 5 inches, and deck extended of at least 10 inches. Must have sonar not hydroacoustic, Generation 2 radar, have a top speed of at least 28 knots, and be named Aerostar. I wish you good luck." All right, let's dive in. All right, so let's go ahead and start our build here. Aerostar, not a particularly Japanese name, but that's totally okay. Right now we're at speed of 32.5 knots. I think we'll kind of stay around there. Remember that as a battle cruiser, the philosophy is speed is armor. So that's kind of how this is going to go. Our goal will be to, these are heavy cruisers, so they're probably going to have some decent speed. We may even want to go higher, because our goal is going to be that primarily our guns on the rear are going to do the fighting, and we're just going to try to outrun them and stay at a distance with that strong deck armor that he says we need to keep. That should help with the plunging fire that'll come our direction. Okay, so we've got the prerequisite on the armor. Acoustics, of course, we're going to go sonar, not hydro. So I think we'll just go sonar 1. I don't think we're going to need anything more than that. Radar 2 is required in this case. We need duals of at least 16 inches. These are Mark III. In fact, going up against heavy cruisers, I think 16s are going to be more than adequate for the job. So we'll throw one up on the front here. I'm going to try to put it a little further front if we can. I don't know if we want to try and get a third one back there. We're going to have a very tall superimpose. Oh, it's not going to give me the opportunity to do that. Darn it. I hate when that happens. We may be able to throw another one back here, but we're definitely going to have an issue with the weight. No, not secondaries. Let's go one more dual 16 back here. Okay, we got a little bit of an aft weight offset, but hopefully we can compensate for some of that. All right, so we've got our 24-inch oxygen torpedoes. We need 2, or did he say quads? I'm trying to remember now what he said. A pair of quad oxygen torpedo tubes. I think we'll throw those on the front as far as we can. That's going to help with some of the weight offset issue. We're definitely going to have an issue, though, with the engines that I'm going to have to try and deal with, because I feel like we're not going to have enough. So let me see where we're at right now with that. Yeah, we're at 68% engine efficiency. We're probably going to have to drop the speed down a little bit. Maybe go down to about 32.5 again. Okay, doing everything I want to do means we're 3,000 tons over on weight. So that's obviously not an issue, or not a feasible way of doing this. We're going to probably have to sacrifice on the bulkheads. I'm not too worried about anti-torpedo, but I'm not entirely sure where else we can sacrifice, except maybe the turret protection isn't going to get it there for me. It'd be dangerous to sacrifice more on the bulkheads. I may have to drop on speed some more. I hate to do that, but we may just have to go with it. Okay, there we go. So we do have some 5-inch secondaries on here. I don't know that they're going to really matter a whole lot. This isn't the prettiest setup for this, but it works. We've got a good balance, only an aft weight offset of 0.5. I don't know which guns have the poor sector of fire that we're worried about here, but it seems like we're pretty good, at least on the mains. All right, let's go with this. I think this should be able to do the job. Okay, we are at, I think, 30,000 meters, so 30 kilometers to start. Let's get Aerostar turned around. I don't know what their speed is going to be yet, but we're already able to spot them, so it's just a matter of getting the guns turned around. We're going to have to drop to 22 to get our max accuracy going, but we're going to have to see what his speed is and then try to match so we can keep him at a distance. Alright, where are these guys? There they are. Now they're certainly going to try to close the gap as much as they can. They are at 28 kilometers right now, and I'd very much kind of like to keep it as close to that as I can. Oh yeah, here comes our first big broadside coming their way. Thinking that landing a 16-inch shell on a heavy cruiser at this distance could do some pretty massive damage if it hits in the right place. I don't anticipate him ever getting close enough for me to use those oxygen torpedoes. He's already closed to 27. But we're also still heading toward him. Okay, now we're starting to head away. I think our angle's good to get all three of those guns going. We might even angle a little bit more and get the front one going too. At least for now. We may have to let him close the range a little bit, because with only 768 shells, if we're only getting 2.5% accuracy, unless we get one-shot kills, we may have an issue of running out of ammo before we sink all 6 of these guys. That one might hit. It did, and it did nothing. It ricocheted. Okay. Guys don't seem to be going all that fast. A long way to be launching shells. We might have a hit with this center one, although I think it might be going over. It hit. Oh, what a beautiful shot, too. 753 damage. Beautiful penetration. Nice plunging fire. Just poured right through that deck. Wow. And look how quickly he started listing from that. It's not going to be enough to sink him, but it messed him up. That's for sure. Let's get back to our ship and get a good look at things here. Oh yeah, that's a perfect angle. We can get all of our turrets firing. Oh, the front one's not firing. Okay, we must not quite have the angle. Let's turn just a hair. Man. And the thing is, too, I mean, the distance we're at, you can't see whether the shells hit unless you see an explosion. So you're really relying on radar for spotting. We have a nice rate of fire. I mean, we're firing pretty regularly, but we got to remember how many shells we've got. We're down to 710 already. Did I lose contact with some of those ships? I did. We may have to close the distance. Start turning back toward him a little bit. Not entirely sure we're going to do this at this distance like I'd like to, without running out of shells. So let's go at kind of this angle here. I feel pretty safe. He hasn't actually been able to fire at me yet. I'll have to see what kind of guns he's got. See, we're already down to 670. We haven't landed another hit yet. These guys are a little closer. Oh, we must have got a hit on him. Oh, we did. An over-penetration on the bow deck extended. Those are all going to land behind him. Oh, we were firing on another ship, that's why. Wow, he's almost in torpedo range. Not that we're going to get a hit with a torpedo at that distance. .646 shells. We're at 3% accuracy now. We might see a hit here. This one's going to be close. Way short. Alright, let's be aggressive with the torpedoes. Why not? Alright, torpedoes in the water. We're up to almost 4% accuracy now. Hopefully we'll keep closing that. What's the distance? We're at 21 kilometers. Don't want to get too close. Oh, ricochet. Darn it. Alright, back over here to the Aerostar. One good hit on the Aurora. They do have 9-inch guns. That could do damage to a battle cruiser at the right place. Though I've got pretty good armor. I've got 10 inches of deck armor. 16 on the main belt. So here's the ship that I had already hit. The other four are back there. Yeah, I'm still not even in range for his guns. His guns have an 18.6 kilometer range. We're just outside of that. Seems to make sense to not want to get any closer than that. So basically, he can't fire on me at all. And I can just keep trying to launch hits on him. There's a hit, but again, only partial penetration. Alright, he's firing on me. He must have closed. Yep, he's gotten inside his range now. So let's go ahead and turn away. Man. Almost up to 5% now, but we're down to under 600 shells. I may have to close the gap and take my chances. He's firing HE. It looks like. This salvo looks promising. He just landed his first hit on me and I'm on fire. Oh, way short. No real damage, though. As long as we don't get a... Ooh. Flash fire, we should be okay. Where's my torpedoes, I wonder? Here's another hit. He's definitely getting more accuracy than me. See if we can spot our torpedoes. No idea where they are. Be really nice if I could land some hits, though. He's got an 8.3% accuracy to my 4.6. Oh, we hit him with a torpedo. Unreal. He never saw it coming. Wow. Too bad I didn't flood a little more of that ship. I don't think that's going to be enough to sink him with one torpedo. We just need to get at least one or two more compartments flooded. Completely flooded those ones. That's not going to be enough to do it. He never saw the torpedo coming. That really surprises me. That he wouldn't have maneuvered around that. We got more in the water. 3 more. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch targets. We just landed another hit on Aurora. I'm going to start going after the Bacante here. Kind of a strange name for a British ship. Bashant, maybe? I don't know. He's landed 11 hits on me, but he's not getting penetration. That's the good news. We're down to just 512 shells, though. I'm probably going to have to close the gap on these guys to get better accuracy. We're up to 6.3%. If I can knock out these first two, that would be great. Aurora's pretty well a sitting target. Nice. That was 2 beautiful shots. That's going to be enough to sink him. They had flooding all the way across the bottom. Nice kill shots. Now here comes Aurora. Your turn. We're up to 8.3% accuracy now. Gonna get a little trickier with him turning his angle. This one right here in the middle might have a chance. Depends on the distance. Oh, wow. Right on the edge and ricocheted. Can't quite get the rear turret on target yet. Turn our angle just slightly. See if we can get it. Yeah, I'm not sure that we will. Sorry, we still got 6 firing on target. He's got a lot of torpedoes too, so we can't get too close. I don't want to be dealing with torpedoes. What's his range? 13 kilometers on the torpedoes. So we really don't want to get any closer than this. Did I just hit another torpedo? No, that was earlier. Alright, Aurora's out. Two more targets. Cumberland. Or four more targets. Oh, Blake's the one I hit with the torpedo. Yep. That torpedo went through his first line and came all the way back and hit the Blake and sank it. My goodness, these guys have no... They must not have any sonar or hydro, because I can't believe they didn't detect those torpedoes in time to maneuver around them. So that's 3 down. It's revenge for Yamato. So thinking ahead, I wanted to let you guys know about our next Taskmaster challenge. And we've actually added another channel. He's actually very similar in size to this one. About the same number of subscribers. And he's going to be joining the challenge. So there'll actually be 5 of us this next time doing the challenge. It's Spartan Elite 43. He does a lot of World of Warships gaming, but he's started to get into some of this as well. So you'll be seeing him joining our challenge. So, hey, the more the merrier. I think 5 of us is going to be great. And I'll just give you a little heads up on what our next challenge is going to be. We're still working out all the fine-tuning of the details, but I thought it would be fun. This is actually one I suggested. I thought it would be fun to do something where we have a set enemy fleet. Ooh, nice hit. 999 damage on the Cumberland. That might be enough to sink, because that's almost... Yep, wow, beautiful. So we have a set enemy fleet, which is going to be... Let's see. One battleship, 1 battle cruiser, 2 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and 6 destroyers. So a total of 14 ships in the enemy fleet. Each ship is going to have a point value if you sink it. And rather than having a set number of ships that we have to create, ooh, another nice hit, we have a budget. I thought that would be fun to see how everybody chooses to spend their money on what kind of ships. But we'll have a budget of $100 million. So you could have one $100 million ship, 2 $50 million ships, 4 25s, etc. And you have to take on that fleet. So I think it'll be really cool to see how each of the 5 of us take on that challenge. Yeah, I had to pause there. For the first time that I can remember, I'm having some glitching with the game. Like the sound seems to be glitching. So I don't know if something kind of got just funky with the middle of this playthrough. Hopefully just a restart will fix the issue. But I think this one's just about done. We just landed a kill shot on Crescent. And then we'll just have to take care of the Narcissus. But yeah, it's really glitching with the sound. And I'm seeing a little bit of choppiness with the video as well. Hopefully it's not affecting my microphone. But we'll be wrapping this one up here in just a couple of minutes. I'm finally getting some accuracy and landing some decent hits. It seemed like early on we were having some trouble with that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've definitely found the range. That's probably not a kill shot on Narcissus. But boy, they flooded awfully fast. It's amazing just how quickly that went in there and just tore up the inside of that ship. That might be enough to kill. There it is. All right. Well, if you would drop a like and leave a comment, I would greatly appreciate it. Continue to send your scenarios my way. We'll try to do one every day unless I'm doing other things with this game. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon.